Today's episode of Women's Hour is a very unique one because today we don't have women, we have men. Please welcome Brad Culver and Dav Coretti.
What an intro. What an intro. We love
who
that.
play Korah and Chisisi, by the way.
It's true. Hi.
Yes.
Hello. Hello.
Thanks for being here, guys.
Thank you for having us.
We're super excited to sit down with you all for a little bit.
Yeah, we're stoked too. Yeah,
Absolutely.
I feel like we're going to have a very different Women's Hour.
You think so?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know. Do you want to talk about your feelings
I
or
don't.
jewelry?
I don't. We're men.
Oh,
I'd like to talk about the fact that I'm wearing makeup right now. Does that count?
Are you really wearing makeup?
Well, I haven't taken it off from set.
from set.
Oh, that's right.
What
I
do
know,
they
I
put
was
on
like, oh,
you?
this is perfect.
Powder?
Actually, yes. So they do a little.
Break it down.
So we start with, of course, some moisturizer, and then there's I think a bit of a foundation and a concealer,
Yes, I think you're right.
and then they do some color matching.
Wow.
There you have it.
You'd never know. You guys just look like beautiful men.
You better stop. You better stop it right here. Come on. Come on.
Oh my gosh. Well, Bethany, would you like to launch?
Yeah,
How do we
we are
start?
going to jump right into it. And so the big question for this season of Women's Hour has been, what has been your journey to the Promised Land, our show? And so you can take that however you want it to be, maybe what your career has looked like, how you got into acting, anything along those lines that you would like to share.
Sure. How we got into acting, maybe? Because we both started when we were kids.
Yes.
I was like 5 and a childhood divorce, as I've mentioned on other podcasts. It's very important. So after the divorce between my parents, my mom was looking for an outlet for me to just I was a ham, and she was like, this kid needs something. And there was a youth center that was offering acting classes, and they were doing a production of The Giving Tree. Do you guys know that?
Yeah.
That thing, Shel Silverstein, which is about a relationship kind of between like a maternal tree and this kid, and how the kid kind of grows up, and that kind of give and take between the two of them. So I was cast as the lead, which was a huge break for me. Okay, get off me.
Big break so early.
Yeah, they break so early. No. But so was doing the show, opening night. Very exciting. The first act goes great. We have an intermission, and backstage they had like a whole bucket of candy, of chocolate, and I loaded up on chocolate and just like everything else. And the second act of that very poignant, very like sweet piece was a comedy. And the first time like I heard people like responding with laughter, I was like, oh, this is it. And never looked back. So that
It was
been
foreshadowing.
been chasing the eye ever
Yeah.
since. Never can get there. Never can get there. But yeah, that was kind of the
The
beginning. for
Giving
me.
Tree.
Yeah.
Your big moment.
My big moment.
Yeah. How about you, Dav?
Okay, so started young, just like Brad, and mine actually evolved. It was originally in the music industry. So little known fact, I was in a boy band.
Yes.
That's interesting. It was used in the Promised Land as well, and I was a break dancer when I was like.
No way.
So
Oh, yeah.
cool.
Show us a move. No.
I will eventually. You guys will. There's videos online. You can totally see it.
Of you breakdancing?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Cut to
I've
a
been in
video.
music videos and stuff like that. Now, I learned to dance in church.
Really?
Yes. There was a breakdancer named Alon from New York. He was one of the founding members of Rocksteady. Went to our church, and he taught only in church and danced only exclusively in church after so many years on the street. So that's actually where I learned to dance. And then I got my first acting job, was in community theater when I was 15 years old. I had started taking acting classes, and somebody from one of my acting classes said that somebody in the show had dropped out. They did Inspecting Carol, and I played Walter E. Parsons. And I remember like it was like one of the dress rehearsals or something like that. I forgot what I was doing and just remembered the lines and was completely reactive. And the director of the theater was in the audience and just could not stop laughing. I was making choices that I had never made before, and it was that kind of, okay, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
To be fair, I feel like one of my acting teachers called it said that I was in the zone, and I've been trying to reach that moment ever since.
That's what it is. You're at that peak and you're just chasing that. Yeah.
Ever since, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is the feeling of like the audience's reaction, or is it just how it feels to be in it? Is that what you're chasing?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was because I there were moments where I literally caught myself, and I was like, "Ooh, that was tasty." Yeah,
Ooh, tasty.
It's tasty.
Yeah, delicious.
really delicious. Good job.
Scrumptious, if
Yeah,
you will.
Totally.
and I'm pretty hard on myself, so that's saying something.
Yeah.
I think that's part of it. The validation from like a whole crowd, like group of people for a choice that you made that's correct, that like speaks to everybody else. Is like you're like, ooh, that's really human. That's really good. Ooh, tasty. Yeah.
Exactly.
So how did you guys find out about our show? How'd you get the casting call?
Came through my agent, Actors Access, like post, was it 21, 22? I can't remember. When did we shoot the pilot?
2022.
I can remember 22. So like earlier, so yeah, I think mid 2022 or whatever it was, and things were very slow. And so to get any sort of pilot or any sort of audition at that point was a blessing, and was stoked about it. And I mean, you know, tons of scripts come across my desk as if I had a desk, you know, and you're like, you know, it's like you can tell when there's something there, and just from the sides, because we only had a few scenes that we had to do for the audition. You know, it was the perhaps he's uncircumcised scene from the pilot, and I was like, this is kind of funny.
I don't think we've met. I'm Korah.
Hello, Korah. It's actually funny you should say that because we've actually met many times. So many times. It's good to see you again.
Ha! He's hiding something. I can feel it. Perhaps he's uncircumcised.
Did you know it was supposed to be funny? Like that's in the brief about it?
Yeah, I mean, with that line, kind of gave it away.
Okay.
Or like, you know,
I
not
mean,
like,
you never know.
Yeah,
It
I
could
mean-
be dead serious.
I mean, yes, but I could feel Mitch's energy on the page. You know, you could feel like it's when somebody has a perspective, when somebody has a unique sense of humor and a take on a story that, you know, I knew sort of superficially, but not super well. And that was exciting, and that was cool. So yeah.
You knew Mitch already from Chosen?
No,
No.
I
Was Chosen
hadn't-
after?
Chosen was after, because Dallas saw the Promised Land and brought me on. I had been cast before that in a smaller role on The Chosen, got COVID and had to give up the role.
No.
Oh yeah, so it was a whole journey to get to The Chosen. But then the Promised Land happened. Dallas saw the Promised Land and brought a few of us in to work on The Chosen.
So many.
So many, yeah,
Onto
basically
The
all of it.
Chosen,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Well,
Which
and
was
what a
cool.
blessing that COVID may have actually been, right? You got a bigger role.
Been like a 2-day arc versus multi-season. Like it's changed my life. Like the Promised Land really did legitimately change my life.
You're
So,
welcome.
You're welcome.
no? Huh?
How about you, Doc?
Okay, so now there's going to be some conflicting stories about this between me and my agent.
Okay.
So apparently, my agent submitted me for it on casting networks, but I submitted for it on Actors Access, and that's where I got the audition. I got it myself.
Good for you.
I remember getting the script. Instantaneously, I knew. I was like, I've been saying it for years to my wife, anybody who would listen, this thing has legs. This is going to go places. As soon as I read it, I was like, this isn't like most stuff that you come across on Actors Access, where the dialogue is kind of hard to connect to. The storyline in and of itself is a little bit of a stretch. Which, not to say, you know, the mockumentary of biblical, you know, the proportions is normal. It could have happened, but the story was there, the comedy was there, and I think we had a conversation, you, myself, and Wasim, about like how long it took me to find the character Chisisi. It was instantaneous for me. I was able to connect to the character right away. I knew exactly what choices I wanted to make, and I felt like I knew what the writer wanted from the character. So it's been a great experience for me, because I always had a difficult time sometimes connecting with some of the characters that I get called in for, because you get typecast, you know, and when you're like the leading man is, you know, it's and that's not who I am. It's difficult to connect. So I got to play a little bit and have a little fun and relax. And I think that's, so I'm very thankful to be a part of this project, because it's, you know, really brought me validation.
And
Always
Chisisi
looking
is
for it.
by
As an
far the fan favorite. Like, everyone loves Chisisi.
What was it like doing your like research initially with a character that has no biblical backstory? Like everyone else, you could look up Korah, like a lot of them you could look up information about, but you had nothing.
Well, So the character is an Egyptian soldier. My mother was born in Egypt. My mother was born in Egypt, and she's Egyptian, and I was in the service. So I just took to those two things, and I said, okay, follow your instincts, and that's what I did. Now, as far as research goes, I mean, I've done little things that I haven't. I have a few things up my sleeve. Like I learned a little bit of Coptic, which is the closest you can get to ancient Egyptian.
Wow.
I haven't found a proper way to place those in there yet, but I'll work with Mitch and find some place. Yeah, that's basically it. I got lucky. Like I say this time and time again, I really got lucky being able to connect to the characters so much. You know what I mean?
He just made sense to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's why every time anybody says I do anything wrong, I was like, it's the writing. Like nobody believes me, but it really is. When I read it in Chisisi's voice, and I do it, and it just works.
Totally. I think it's the meeting, if I may. I think it's just the meeting of great instincts, and that like hunger for something that's not leading man or whatever. Like the hole the casting can sort of put you in sometimes. Like it looks easy, it looks organic, and that's like the amazing thing about the casting on this show is it's just across the board, auxiliary characters, everybody. It's just like it just works, and you can see how well these characters fit on people. It's real. It's rare. It's kind of special. Yeah. And we see it especially with Chisisi for sure.
Well, I think you're absolutely correct. Look, your husband has got a series. Like I said this last year. I think I said this to you during the rap party. He is extraordinarily well suited for where he is. Between the writing and the casting, he does that so incredibly well. The show just works.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll take
Yes,
responsibility.
your
On
writing
behalf.
has been fantastic as well this year.
Yeah. Well, I've been lucky enough to see some of the casting process, especially for season 2, and it's so fun. Like it's so fun to see people show up with their interpretations of the character. That's sometimes more authentic than how it is even written. You know, I feel like all of you guys add so much depth to the characters, especially over season 1, that when we got into season 2, it was just I know exactly who they are because our actors came in and they brought all this stuff to it that just made it feel even more real.
Everybody, I mean, not to keep blowing smoke, but everybody is so fantastic. And specifically, I mean, the characters that I've interacted with are just Shireen and Trifina, are Zipporah and Miriam. And I'm trying to think of it's mostly been Korah toe to toe with Miriam. I mean, they're both just so capable and so different. They're such excellent performers in terms of the characters of Miriam and Korah going toe to toe. I just think there's so much they have actually in common.
Yeah,
in a certain way.
they're so similar.
They're so similar, and questioning authority and all that stuff. Like on another timeline in another universe, I think they'd be good buddies who would just bicker and dispute.
I have
things
thought
all the
that a
time.
lot recently, where I'm are they best friends?
I
Secretly.
think they could be. If he wasn't so disagreeable and so awful, I think there'd be a way to do it. But I love her strength. I love the character's strength in the face of somebody as deplorable, as stuck in, the most awful versions of men treating women of that time period. The fact, her courage, especially in episode 3, I think was it episode 4? I can't remember which one it was.
Oh, when she brings the painting to you.
The women's tent
The
stuff.
women's tent.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you which one.
I can't remember either.
It's 3 or 4.
You tell us.
Or
Was
thank
it
you,
4?
Dav.
Dav.
This is what we were thinking. We believe this design is sufficient for the number of women predicted to gather at once, and the flaps open up to let in lots of light so we can all see.
Okay, thank you. I love the flaps and the little goat that you made, and you did a very good job painting it. I think we should do half the size and none of these garish colors.
No. We made a plan. It's not up to you. We make a design and you build it. That's the deal.
Those are some of my favorite scenes, just because there's two very opposing viewpoints, and watching her come into herself in a specific way and become fortified and strong and outspoken. is such a powerful moment. So I love that, just about that particular interaction. And I love Zipporah's, like, that we turn and she's dancing with the men in that same scene, like, unbridled joy and optimism. They're a perfect yin and yang, a female perspective on the show, I think. Yeah.
In a lot of ways, they're very similar to Korah and
That's
Chisisi's
exactly
parents.
what I was going to
Totally.
say.
Totally.
Oh my gosh,
That
I
is
never noticed
exactly
that.
what I was gonna say. Zipporah and Chisisi, like you saw them dancing together and stuff, and they even dance the same. And my interactions with Miriam are very similar to my interactions with Korah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like working with the same person.
That's
Wild.
wow, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who have been the women in your life that when you look back over your career trajectory, you say, man, without their influence, I don't know if I would be here today.
Okay, so my father worked in Europe. He had a very cool job and everything. He was president and CEO of Nine West. So he did work overseas from 4th grade until I graduated high school. So unfortunately, I only got to see him a couple of times per year. And then he passed on shortly after retirement. So I was essentially raised by my mother and my sister. And
How was your sister, older or younger?
3 years older.
3 years older.
Yeah. And
Big sister.
Yes, big sister. And my mother, she spoke English, but, couldn't write it, and unfortunately didn't go to high school or college or anything like that. She was raised in Egypt. And so if I had trouble in school or anything like that, it was my sister. So I was raised by my mom and my sister. Without them, I wouldn't be here. And then I met my wife, and she took over. And so now she's raised me. So yeah, those three right there, and then last and absolutely not least, my daughter, who was born 8 months ago.
Yay!
Yeah, those four are the reason why I'm here and the reason why I exist.
Aww.
What about you, Brad?
My mom, for sure. Yeah, I mean, she was the one that first got me started. And also, I mean, I enjoyed, I'm not sure if it was the same for you. I don't know if we talked about this, but like having supportive parents when you want to be an actor, especially when at a young age, it's lots of people don't get the support that I got from both my parents. My folks were split when I was young, but both were very active in my life and both were very supportive. In very different ways. But my mom, like, helping me run lines, making sure that I really was, applied the diligence that she knew she was a librarian when I was growing up. And just like such an organized, specific mind. I mean, loved creativity and was creative in so many ways, but like, was just so on the money with everything and like kept me in line. And for her to help me apply that to my like right brain insanity, my creativity, and be like, you got to make sure you're word perfect on these lines, even when I just wanted to play as a kid and just make stuff up. It was huge. Yeah.
That's adorable.
Mom.
We've had a lot of moms.
We've had a lot
of
moms.
important and influential and powerful moms.
I feel like we need a Mother's Day
we need a
clip.
Mother's Day
Yeah,
episode.
Oh, let's get my mom out here. She'll love it.
I was
She'll
gonna
love it.
ask. If
I think I
you're-
would love to sit down with your mom,
Oh
Brad.
my
I think I would have
gosh.
so
I love
many
her.
questions.
She's so great. She's so socially like aware. She's like very like.
Is
she's
she
on
like
it.
you, or is she nothing like you?
She is like me. I think I got a lot of like my social awareness, sometimes hyper awareness of like, are you okay? Like, she's just really graceful socially and like very responsible and compassionate. And like, I feel like she, like when I was growing up, she was very sensitive and continues to be, but she always described herself as somebody who cries at a specific McDonald's commercial. There was like one McDonald's commercial that like always got her. And so she's like very in touch with her emotions, and I am as well, for better or for worse. So yeah. She's
Precious.
we're similar in a lot of ways.
Is
for
she
sure.
still a librarian, or
No,
on?
she's retired now, but she was a technical
Chilling.
writer for like a long time. So she would do like dense,
Oh my
like
gosh.
packets for like obscure software and stuff like that. Like,
That's
a
exhausting.
very smart.
Go
woman.
her.
She was nonstop. My mom's a beast with that type of stuff.
What does she enjoy in retirement?
reading, traveling. They're like, I think they're in Vancouver. Well, no, where is it? Somewhere in Canada right now. They like travel. Her and my stepdad have just been traveling a ton. They're planning a trip to the UK next year. They're just like living their best lives. But it took her a second to like stop like joining like community groups and like she still like wanted to like do the thing. And now she's just chilling, and they read and they party and do their thing.
Do you want to jump into our games?
Shall we?
Games.
Yeah.
Games.
Yes.
Well, gentlemen, you'll see in front of you some popsicle sticks and some cards.
Yes.
The popsicle sticks are for a game called Which Cast Member. So it's basically who is more likely to blank. And it's your cast members, not the characters.
Cast.
Okay, would you like to
All
go
right.
first?
So our first question: which cast member could you last 40 years in the desert with?
Ooh.
Yeah, I think
Go.
I'll reach for it. I feel like Wasim. Wasim is sturdy, steady. Is a very good friend, and just reliable and compassionate and constant. Whereas I'm all over the place. I feel like
Wasim would make sure you find food to eat.
yeah, because otherwise I'm starving.
You'd be fed.
Hours.
Yeah.
Hours, yeah, for sure. Get out of here. Get out of here.
So I picked myself for no other reason than for in 40 years, somebody's gonna want to kill me.
You think they
So-
would kill you?
Oh yeah, I'd annoy somebody enough.
No faith.
And I feel like 40 years of just me with my thoughts, I would come out a very interesting person.
Word.
In a good
Word.
way?
It
doesn't
doesn't
no,
matter.
not
Interesting.
necessarily.
You just said interesting.
I said interesting.
I like that.
So I picked me.
Interesting can go either direction.
Word.
Yeah.
All right. Which cast member is most likely to get stuck in character?
I mean,
Well,
I was gonna say Wasim stays in dialect,
it's dialect.
which
Yeah.
I try to do most of the time, just because it helps me on set. But he never breaks. Like he doesn't break
Yeah.
for 2 months that we're shooting or whatever. So sometimes, and he's so. I mean, Wasim is so generous and so giving, and he also rises to the occasion of being. They call it number one on the call sheet, like when you're the lead on a show. And so he like rises to that occasion. Like he's Wasim meets Moses, which is just hyper generosity. So I feel like yeah.
We've heard that a lot today.
I'm sure you
It's
have.
Wasim.
Of course, man.
Wasim for the win.
It's
Wasim
appropriate.
for the win.
One of a kind.
All right, last question for this game. Which cast member secretly loves their costume and wants to wear it home? And we know it's not you, Dav.
I thought for sure he was just gonna pick me just to bait me.
I would have if we didn't say that. I would have said that. I don't know who loves their costume.
Ooh,
It's not me.
that's interesting.
You don't love your
you know what
costume.
it is?
You wouldn't
I
wear the
feel
little
like-
hat?
I mean, it gets cold.
I picked Miriam.
Miriam.
Yes. Yeah.
She's got a good fit.
She does have a good fit
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, I think she's she loves like in talking to her, and I've gone shopping with her quite a bit since we've been out and working together, and she I feel like her style is really broad, and I think she feels her the bohemian kind of look, modern, with in regards to what we wear, is something that would suit her.
Yeah, it does suit her totally.
Yeah.
He's not on the table, but Kamyar, who plays Nishan,
Loves his fit.
has the guns out. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, he just looks comfortable and at home, and it is a snappy dresser anyway. So I feel like he must be like, this is dope. Like I'm sure he would go home in his
He
getup.
does look
agree.
like right at home in the costume.
He's an action hero.
It like makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah,
I
totally.
don't know.
Totally.
For those who don't know, you can stay tuned for season 2 for a costume change for Nishan, because it is a little bit different than season 1.
Season 1.
That's true. Mitch was actually the one who was like, rip off those sleeves.
We got it. I mean, come on. Now. We gotta sell tickets, baby. Come on.
The man works hard,
He
all
does.
right?
He does. He does. Okay, so let's do this one here. Okay. What's one thing you wish you could say to your character? It would be a lie, but I wish I could say, it's okay, man. It's okay.
It would be a
I feel
lot.
like we
It
all
won't
want
be
to say
okay.
that
It
to
won't be
Korra.
okay. But I just wish I could
It
be
would
like,
be a
I do
lot.
feel like he would melt if somebody was just like, hey man, it's all right. Like if like he's a
Maybe he'd have a different outcome.
he's a child.
Yeah.
I feel like he'd break down sobbing. That
Yeah.
guy. Yeah. Okay.
Good answer.
turn.
All right.
All right, what do we got here? What would your character's go-to karaoke song be? My Dirty Little Secret.
Oh.
By who?
Is that All American Rejects?
My
Dirty little secret.
Okay. Right.
Don't tell anyone. Chisisi's anthem. Now we all know.
name.
thought about that though.
For
Like,
real.
he's mentioned it before.
So we had karaoke at the end of last season, and I rewrote that song, "Dirty Little Chisisi," and it's like I was going to sing it, but then I was like, I still have a little self-respect left. I'm gonna hang on.
No.
We got
Actually,
more
we
seasons
had
though.
Fair
karaoke.
enough.
We could have had everybody go up in character. We could have forced everyone up in
Oh, then I would have done it.
Everyone has to sing their character's karaoke song.
Yeah. Vitriol.
I enjoyed it.
You would have.
That was the only one who would love us at the
That would
end.
just be like living his best life.
Yeah.
Okay, so have you ever had a dream as your character or about your character? I don't know if I have. And I have a tough time remembering my dreams. But when I'm working on the show, I think my dreams are the most vivid that they've been in a long time, which is strange. And I don't know.
I wonder what that means.
Well, let's take an hour to talk about it. I think it's important.
He's alive with creativity.
We'll dissect it. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll go with I don't
That's
know.
totally fine.
I'll go to I don't know.
Korra has not made an appearance yet.
Not yet.
What do you like most about your character? Okay. I don't want to give too much of it.
Yeah, keep it pretty vague for season 2.
Uh huh.
Yeah. Well,
Got to keep the fans on their toes.
okay. His open mind.
So he is very open-minded.
Yes, totally.
He was raised in an environment that was really unforgiving, and yet he has managed to not necessarily assimilate, but he is definitely trying to in a environment that's very alien to him, and kept a positive attitude thus far and has been useful.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's embraced so much.
All right, last one, Brad.
Okay, here we go. If your character suddenly time traveled into modern day New York City, how would they react? Oh, he'd be cranky. Boy, would he be cranky.
That's a sin. That's a sin.
Yeah, 100%. I'm walking here. That's a sin. Yeah, lots of that type of stuff. Yeah, he would be upset. But then I think actually after a couple days he'd fit right in.
You think so?
Yeah, he'd open
He is
up
a
a
bit of a
deli
New
or
Yorker.
whatever. He'd be like, he'd be his
He's
own.
manning a deli.
100%. The worst sandwiches you've ever had. 100%.
Like overpriced.
Yeah,
for sure.
overpriced. Overpriced. I mean, he'd make a killing. He
He'd
would.
be that soup guy and
Yeah, he'd be the soup Nazi for sure. That's what it was.
Alrighty. Let's see here. Do you think your character has anything to say to their fans? Feel free to tell them now in character.
Oh, this is a perfect card for you.
Yeah, it is. Alright. Well, thank you for watching. Please don't tell anyone I'm an Egyptian.
What?
Huh?
Cut.
No, that's what he would
Lovely.
say. I mean,
That's exactly what he
Chisisi, the interesting thing about the mockumentary style is, the audience is involved. So the only people that, know Chisisi better than Korra is the audience.
Yeah,
You know what I
they're
mean?
the
So
confidant for
they
sure.
are keeping his secret. The camera crew is keeping his secret.
I do like that the camera crew keeps his secret.
Yes.
Like
Oh, yeah.
the things they know.
Yeah.
It's out of control.
The things I know about everyone.
And also the fact that it's her.
Yeah.
Like her is the cameraman.
Yeah, we know
we
who
have
it is.
her and somebody.
Well, somebody else is. We've seen a lot of her, so we can't be in front
So it has to
and
be
behind the
somebody
camera.
else when we see her. I don't know. Don't know.
In her.
Oh, we do have one final question before we wrap up that we have asked just about everyone, I think. And that is, if you were stranded in the desert on your own, what are 3 things that you would take with you?
Yeah. A jar of Nutella
Really?
and a spoon.
You're not sick of it yet.
I mean,
Morocco.
no, I haven't had too much, but it's just like after a long day, just to be like, if you've had a rough day, just like one giant spoonful of Nutella will help you out.
One giant spoonful is pretty good.
Yeah, it's true. And let's be honest, three or four, five, half the jar. So Nutella, my cat, tuna, and some food for him, some water. We want him to live. Okay, it's the desert.
You're counting tuna and his food and water as one item?
Sure.
Okay.
a spoon. We're up to like technically like 5
Yeah,
items.
this is 8
for Brad,
items here.
But it's fine.
Typical Korah.
You don't need no spoon.
All right, yes. Okay, so you're right. Nutella and a hand. Okay, I'm revising this. Nutella, just a fist, just a fistful of Nutella.
Peanut butter fingers.
I don't want to hear that. Really?
Just a fist.
It's terrible. Disgusting. And okay, so tuna the cat. That's it. He doesn't need anything else.
Tuna
the
doesn't
cat.
need anything.
And I think like a guitar too. I'm not a great.
You
So
wouldn't
nothing for
make
survival.
the
No.
third item tuna's food or your food?
No,
It's just
we'll be fine.
Tuna can hunt for
We'll be
food.
fine. There's gonna be an oasis. We'll find the
That's
oasis.
true.
We'll be good.
Tuna can hunt.
Tuna can hunt
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure. Yeah. Guitar, tuna,
Fantastic.
Nutella.
So you're playing songs to tuna
I'm
in the
playing
desert.
songs which he hates when I take out the guitar. Like he hides behind the couch. It's too loud for him. He hates it. So this is not
It's
well
a nightmare
thought out.
for tuna.
Yeah, he'll be gone. He'll be gone. I will lose tuna rapidly.
Or it'll chase you out of the desert, get you home.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point. There you go. That's the way to do it.
My wife and 2 kids.
Boom.
Wife, 2 kids.
I know that's
easy
terrible because
peasy.
there's an impending failure here to getting out of the desert. But I can't live without my wife and 2 kids.
Gotta have
Tom
them.
said, if I'm gonna die in the desert, we're all
all
gonna
gonna
die in the
die.
desert.
Very revealing. Very revealing.
You could bring a cell phone and call them to come help you.
No.
I don't know.
No, it'd be better if
It's
they
a
were
group
there.
activity.
These are 3 things, by the way. 3 things. Yeah. Yeah. Perfect.
Nice.
My wife and 2 kids.
We love the ansers.
Awesome.
I can see it happening.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us on
Thank you for
this
having us. It's been a
Women's
blast.
Hour.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
I feel like if anyone was in the women's tent, it would be you guys.
Yeah, probably.
That's who we want in there.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time on Women's Hour. Very good.